Hey guys, welcome to Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. I'm Jan Gustafsson. This is show number 170. It's gonna be a 90-minute show, and I was just thinking about what do I have to say for 90 minutes. And the sad truth is, not much. The good news is we are streaming at a time, Friday 2 p.m., where literally no one is watching anyway. Like, students are wasted already. Pupils, nowadays, can you make a differentiation between pupils and students? Like school students and university students? Because I think the school kids, they aren't wasted yet. They're probably still in school these days. Where in my days, school used to be finished at like 1:30. Nowadays, they hang out there till 4 or 5. Like, how do you get to do nothing and play computer games for 8 hours after school? I don't know how these kids do it. Maybe they play in school. We didn't have smartphones. And what was I talking about? This is Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. You can challenge me to a 5-minute game if you happen to be a Chess24 Premium member. If you happen to not be one, you can become one if you use my bonus code Yanistan. Not only do you get preferential green card treatment in Yanistan, you also get 15% off. Let's get started before I get to my very exciting review of Bohemian Rhapsody, which I watched yesterday. I was asleep most of the time, so I'm not sure if I missed crucial plot points. Generally, music good, Rami Malek good, movie bad would be my takeaway. So let's see if we can give Petar 1 a similar verdict. Opening good, calculation bad, endgame bad, something like that. D4, D5. How can I pose problems to Petar 1? I'm not going to play the London system. My hand wanted to play Bishop F4 for some reason. But my mind stopped my hand. I have great mind-hand coordination. Very important for a chess player. Oh, I just checked if the sound was on. Not that you guys would have missed much, but still, it's good to switch the sound on. So who could be here at this ungodly hour? Let's have a look at the chat. And that's a surprise. Mr. Dodgy is up and running and not living in Scotland. As we all know, Mr. Dodgy lives in the north of Sweden, where they have like 2 days of sunlight per year. But it has not stopped him from maintaining his sunny personality. Who else is there? Marky Mark. Maybe he's in Scotland? That's what happens when you live in Scotland, Mr. D. No, he's also not in Scotland. Anybody from Scotland here? Maybe not. Anyway, we're playing some boring Queen's Gambit. I think I talked about this exciting game of chicken to delay Bishop D3 until black goes D takes C4 and trying to play half useful moves like Rook D1, A3, A3, whatever beforehand. In prior episodes, then again, I probably talked about everything in prior episodes. Therefore, why not do it again? I guess B6 is what I would play here. You could also make a case for A6, but I'm also always a bit worried about these A6, C5 positions. You better make sure like E5 breaks really do work then. I'll continue the good old waiting game here with A3. Very useful move in case he goes A6, C5, because then after B4, my pawn chain would be sort of intact. Well, if he goes B6, I can still argue A3 makes some amount of sense. Marky Mark is saying, I watched an old film French film the other day. La Haine, Hatred with Vincent Cassel, classic. It is a Vincent Cassel classic. I want to watch this new movie, this new Netflix movie, new French Netflix movie, but I didn't. That's what I have to say about French films. What's it called? Some French Tarantino ripoff, but I got good reviews. Queen C7, that move should not get good reviews. Stuttering more than usual today. Queen C7, many an option. C5 is sort of tempting because I can go Bishop G3 with tempo. Yeah, let's do C5. Why not? e5, I thought bishop g3 should be good, even though you could maybe make an argument for some crazy line like e5, bishop g3, knight h5. That shouldn't work. Bishop e5, knight e5, knight e5, bishop c5. Then some move, knight f7. Not sure. We'll think about it when we get there. Wow, he goes e5. Let's do this. So this was my masterful trap pinning. And the line I was talking about is knight h5 in this position, which is the only sensible move that I could see. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5. Bishop e5, knight e5. Now I was contemplating knight takes e5. Bishop takes c5, and then looking for something good. Maybe some knight takes d5 works. Let's do this again, shall we? Knight here. Bishop here. He plays b6, but that's somewhat less of a challenge, I would say. How do I punish his indiscretion? Can we win a piece like de, knight h5, e6, knight g3, e d7? Maybe. I'm in spitting out lines mode today to show my great speed and accuracy of calculation. I didn't really do a proper head count here, but I was hoping to emerge a piece up. Because if he takes here or here, d takes e8, queen check is sort of painful. Well, if he recaptures, bishop d7, hg. Now I have more pieces than Petter won. I was going to go bishop d3. I'm not sure if d4 bothers me. Yeah, I'll play it safe. What else is happening in the chat? Mr. Dodgy says, I literally raced through a blizzard to be here. You've claimed that many a day, Mr. Dodgy. Are you the boy who cried wizard, who at some point we will stop believing about your wizardry? Blizzardry? Nah, I believe him. Why would Mr. Dodgy lie to us? He has no incentive to lie. As for the position, I'm not sure if Petter 1 has incentive to play on, but I probably also would play on. Like, he has a healthy structure, the two bishops. Things could still happen. However, I do like to think that in the long term, my majority of pieces will bring the game to a favorable end. People say it's good to have a pawn majority, like 4 versus 3 on one side or whatever. I like to have a piece majority. 3 versus 2. I'll do my best to blunder some material, like f5, knight e5, rook e5, self-pinning. But hopefully I'll be able to avoid that fate. Unpinning. Should I play some good move at some point? Like use the fact that I have more pieces? Normally if you have more pieces you can attack something twice and he can only defend it once because he doesn't have that many pieces. So far I'm not doing a great job of it. Bishop f4. I was expecting bishop g3. Maybe it's a typo? Mouse slip? We will never know. He says I misclicked. Not that bishop g3 would have saved you though, in fairness. I think the grave injustice of misclicking is somewhat less felt when you're already pissed off. Then again, if you're one piece down, might as well be two pieces down. Very important to fear and catch the knight, because a knight is a king's best friend. Petter 1 is still hoping for something terrible to happen to me. I can't blame him for it, but I do quite like my chances here. Just to be annoying. See, you just gotta be annoying and it forces instant resignation. Thanks for the game, Petter 1. Fuchsia is back. Fuchsia, did you watch Bohemian Rhapsody? What did you think? Once again, the disclaimer that I overslept like the first hour or something. But I thought the performances, apart from Rami Malek, were very impressive. It was really like he was alone in the movie. Like the band guys, I wasn't much into. See? That's what Freddie Mercury did to you, Brian May. I don't even know anybody's name. Just know you as the Queen band guys. Which maybe that was the plot of the movie. That they're more important than we think. Which might also have been somewhat influenced by the fact that they have the rights probably for all the songs. And they would probably have a say in who we make the bad guy and who we make the good guy. And what narratives we play up and down. I don't know. Didn't do much for me as a drama. Spritzendorfner. Let's see if we'll see drama in this game. Spritzendorfner. That sounds very Austrian. Is that what you call like firefighters in Austria? Feuerwehr? Spritzendorfner? I do not know. No one's seen the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. Then what can we talk about? That's literally my only topic. We can talk about the so-called Gligerich system, which is a system I've played for more than 20 years now, with pretty bad results. I picked it up in 1990. Wow, that's 28 years ago. Watching as a young, impressionable child the Kasparov-Karpov match in Lyon and New York, where Karpov would pose problems to good old Gary, or once in a while at least, by playing this bishop e3 move. And ever since, I've been employing it, normally losing. Not sure about c5. I was hoping that after dc, de, knight g4, bishop g5, queen somewhere, let's say queen e8, I'd find some good move. But I'm not sure what that good move could be, or where it could lurk. Lurk? Still don't see a great move there. But we'll live with it. Queen d6, the problem is he can take on e5 with the bishop when I don't see anything better than queen c7, bishop c7 and some cowardly move like bishop e7 and then retake that pawn where I don't think I have anything. So maybe my whole c5 operation was got a little too excited. Which is what I'm commonly blamed for. Jan, your Banter Blitz shows are great, but why do you get so overexcited all the time? I can't handle all that enthusiasm. Calm down a little. I'm trying, but I just gotta be myself, like Freddie Mercury. Not exactly like Freddie Mercury. Where to go? Here? Yeah, I'm not better. Spritzendorfner is playing a great game so far. .95. I guess I'll take. I could go h3, but then knight f3, bishop f3, knight h2. Somewhat awkward. And we don't want any awkwardness. I've talked about this many times. No awkwardness on Banter Blitz, please. This bishop looks like an idiot. I should put him on a more normal square, like e3 maybe. Alright, let's bring up the board. You guys missed a lot. Like this very exciting c5 move. DC, DE, knight g4, bishop g5. And, you know, other exciting things happened. Now you can just scroll back. You call scroll back in a video. Rewind. And then watch my highly educational commentary. Try to put in context with what happened on the board. Well, yeah, not much happened. It's a boring equal position. Bishop e6. Here, maybe. Oof. I might literally fall asleep during this game. It won't be for show. I feel sleepy. The position makes me sleepy. All these drugs I'm on make me sleepy. Has this been done before? It's probably been done before, right? Maybe. Because you know, there's a lot of banter out there. You gotta be different. You gotta stand out from the crowd. And being more boring than the others so far has been my trademark. But I'm not sure I can take the boredom to new levels. So maybe Sleep Blitz could be a new thing. I used to fall asleep a lot during chess games in my younger days. When I was like 17, 18 and you would play these junior tournaments with double rounds. It would happen frequently. Why are you so strong, by the way, Spritzendorfner? Blunder something. Anyway, I would often fall asleep during the games. But then you'd be woken up if your opponent pressed the clock. So at some point I would try to press the clock very, very quietly. But I have great sleeping hearing, so it would never work. Bishop e5, I'm happy to see. I was more worried about king g7, just covering these that in the industry we call dark squares. f6, very fancy. Did not expect that one. That's another strong move, I guess. Here. Fe, fg, I'm not better. The king is just coming. Yeah, I didn't see f6. Or bishop c7. Yup, pretty outmatched so far. But I'll win on time, so there's no reason to unduly panic. Unduly Karpov. a3, b3, both look ugly. At some point maybe I should bring this bishop back to life. But there's no time for us. I'm not sure if singing makes the show that much better. Might be somewhat hard to win this opposite color bishop ending, where my bishop doesn't have moves. But can't blame a guy for trying. You can't? I'm not sure if that's that goes well with hashtag #MeToo. I think you can blame a guy for trying these days. Social commentary, always one of the fortes of Banter Blitz. He's coming, he's coming, he's here, have no fear. He's not queening, no. Stay by his side and he'll take you for a ride. Alright, I'm gonna have to play for a loss in order to win, the usual problem in these positions. a3? I'll take. Hang on, I might win this race, no? Oof, tough game against Spritzendorfner. What can you do? You can flag, or you can hope they blunder in time trouble. That's what I can do, at least. Others might just, outplay people. But who likes that? I would like to outplay R. Mortensen. 88. Ratomir is asking, what if Alpha Zero did movie reviews? It's impossible. How's he gonna watch 1,000 movies in 4 hours? It can't be done. But yeah, I'm wondering if Alpha Zero... That would be a useful application for humanity, no? Just have him watch thousands of movies and then start learning what movies are good and what are bad. And then start shooting his own movies to make the greatest movie we've ever seen. Okay, the greatest movie we've ever seen is Dodgeball, but the second greatest movie we've ever seen. That'd be fun. Speaking of that'd be fun, let's play Mr. Dodgy. It's been a while. And just for Mr. Dodgy, I'll play e4. Just, to take myself out of book on move 1. And see what the dodgeball has in store. Oof, I gotta put the bishop here. I'm a classical player at heart. Castles, this is what in the industry we like to call l'auberge espagnole. Or, I think they also call it the Rue Lopez. Normal people play a3 here, but I like to attack this pawn straight away. Can you go a5? I guess you can. Yes, you can. Maybe a5, d5 is a good move. Maybe I should have played some boring move first, but I was not sure. I never knew her. I'm trying to look smart by not going all these moves you normally play, like h3 and rook e1, and then I'll later pretend. No, I've used that time for something so much more useful. Nah, enough of this. Let's get rook e1. And what's the rest of it? Queen e8, so aggressive. Always trying to checkmate me. And all I want to do is play a friendly game of chess. Mr. Dodgy, after years of intense study that brought him here, is trying to checkmate me on what I like to call le king-sider. Not sure about knight f1, looks a bit slow, to be perfectly frank. Yeah, I think instead of knight f1 I should probably have played some more decent move. But now that we're here, might as well make the best of it. And one thing they often do in these structures to undermine the black center a bit is to go d4. Now all of a sudden I have all these hooks, d5, e5. Those aren't really hooks, are they? All these pawn pushes. Not sure what is better, but the black construction sometimes can feel a little loose here, I would say. I gotta pay some attention to some knight h3, knight g2. I'm sure Mr. Dodgy wants to go queen g4 and then take something. But I do not think he's ready. h5, wow. Very aggressive, sir. Can I go here? Double-edged. Let's see what happens. More sober reaction would have been, h4 or take on f4 or whatever. But I was tempted by hitting the horse. I like to beat a dead horse into the ground. Common expression. He's thinking. Maybe that gives me time to get my coffee from the kitchen. Ugh. Stupid machine was out of water, so no coffee for me. Give me that. What did I miss? What did you miss, Mr. Dodgy? Rook f7, bishop f4. You gonna play bishop d8? I'll just take pawns as long as it's legal. Time for another coffee run. I pushed the button, but this machine is so slow. Should I centralize a bit? Are you there, Mr. Dodgy? Did your house get hit by a blizzard? Maybe knight c8? Doesn't do it for you? I don't know. If I could give good advice, I wouldn't. But I also don't know what black should do. Bishop d8. What did I announce? I announced that I was just gonna keep taking pawns. But I might have lied. I lie often. So queen b7, for example, looks quite tempting, no? Just trying to take a rook. Nothing particularly wrong with queen d6, but then he can jump to b5, so I'm not sure I was feeling it. Rook c8, alright. Gimme, no? Let's clear the chessboard. Maybe I should have gone to b7. Getting a little careless here. It's probably that rush of blood to the head from being all this material up against one of the greatest chess24 kibitzes ever. It's a lot of pressure. Thanks for the game, Mr. Dodgy. Okay, I gotta go for that coffee. Even though Anna sounds more arrogant going during a game. But now I really want that coffee. Boom! Let's play more chess games. Now that I have some amount of caffeine in my bloodstream. How does stuff work? Is anybody smart out there? Does caffeine go into your bloodstream? Where does it go? Straight to the endorphin center? Is there an endorphin center? Would be good, no? Like place where you can buy endorphins. I'm going to the endorphin center. Ugh. I'm an expert on this line. G5 I'm not an expert on. It's hanging, no? Gimme. G6 I'm familiar with. G5 less so. Looks very optimistic. Not sure why I played knight c3. Very random move. Maybe I was uncomfortable with being a pawn up so early. a6. He's surprising me on every turn. I thought at least take the pawn, no? You don't want it? g3 is of course very greedy. So that's what I'll play. g5. Someone should have told us about that. How do I play this? Everything looks good. Horsey here. I was pausing a bit because of knight g4. But even knight g4 leaves me with many tempting options. Of course I would take the most boring one, which is knight takes e3, knight takes a5. Or would I? Nah, let's take with the pawn. Very exciting battle of the pair of bishops against the pair of knights. Good news is I'll have some pawns to assist me in that fight. No matter what your agenda is, it's always good to have some pawns on your side. Gimme. A bit concerned about rook g3, but not concerned enough. How many pawns do I have? 2? Should be enough. I don't want my queen to stick around on the queen side. So maybe I should clear some passage back towards the center by playing d4. Alright, if you castle, I'll castle. Oh, note to self, try not to blunder rook takes d4. If you can avoid it. If you can't, by all means, blunder it. I really am a simpleton. Oh, pawn can eat. Want to eat. Gimme. Alright, you can have that pawn. Because we're friends. Pawn for a pawn. That is a check. How's the pawn situation? Let's keep this guy, just in case. Okay, I should stop doing this, and I do apologize. It's my first show. Go easy on me. You can't expect me to have the board all the time. That was a bit sad. I did it twice today. I don't think I've done this for a while. It's a new setup. I'm so confused because this screen. Anyway, you don't want my excuses. I do apologize. This has been an exciting game, and you guys missed a lot. Probably you'll never get that time of your life back. Check. I feel slightly bad. Not about it happening once, but twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, double shame on you. I think that's how the saying goes. No, seriously, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Might happen again. I've been told by my favorite book, My System, that pass pawns should be pushed. I can't push it any further. What do I do now? Oh, I also have 0 time left. This might be more dramatic than I had originally anticipated. See, I'm frozen. I want to blunder some piece somehow. I can't make a move. Shell shocked. Okay, I gotta make a move. Time to speed the F up. I would like to checkmate you, sir. I still want to checkmate you. I did not change my mind, sir. Thanks for the game, Yoshike. Apologies for the lack of board. Wow, Fuxia's calling me challenged. Very hurtful. Also, you wouldn't be able to see it because normally I don't go to this screen. Still. Is it still okay to call people challenged? I thought as a society we were past that. To use that as an insult. I'm not really upset, I'm just pretending. Let's play Grandmaster. Wow, 1d4. I'm kidding, I'll put up the board. Horsey, horsey. Ugh, I'm bored already. C4, B3, sleepy. Or blah, blah. Pin. Must pin pawn. Not sure why I went there. But I could not resist the itch to say pin. I did a video series about stuff like this recently. Obviously, can't remember a thing. But I did talk about stuff like this. Can I go here or is d4 strong then? Maybe d4 is strong. Who the F knows? You can always play d3. I'll just put my pieces on the most random squares I can think of. And then make the most random moves I can think of to follow up those random moves. You want to play small ball? We can small ball all day. Anybody still awake? I might push a pawn soon. Oh, he could see it coming. ED4, how's that? Not sure, frankly. Knight d5 is always somewhat more solid in these positions. But somehow, I feel like we gotta make something happen to stay awake. Let's make something happen. Can I take? I want to take. Don't know. I hope I can take. I like ponies. Is this too aggressive? The hand wants to play this move. The hand wants what the hand wants. We've talked about Indian Anand's curious choice of name before, because Anand is actually Indian. So it's like calling yourself the Brazilian thinking of a famous Brazilian, but I'm failing. Ronaldinho, he can't be the best. Maybe he's the best. That's pretty good. I could go here, I could go bishop d5. Everything looks fairly promising. I'll just go here. Missed that move. That's too bad. Time to speed up a little bit. Yeah, I shouldn't have missed that. That was ridiculous. And I also shouldn't think about this position for 5 hours now. But I will. Sorry, tilting here. Very weird in this knight f4. Completely winning to not winning at all. Great job, Jan. Yeah, routine flagging operation. But that was a pathetic game. Like, yeah, I was so winning that. Here not to play d3 is sort of weird. This bothered me. But it's not particularly complicated to calculate something like this, and now rook b8. Anyway, that was a bad game. Thanks for the game, Indian Anand. Let's play Gestor GIS. Fyodorovich is saying, fun fact, Greta Garbo's real name was Greta Gustafsson. That is correct. Are you related, Jan? Nah. A lot of Gustafssons out there. Very strange, no? You have such a beautiful surname as Gustafsson, and you change it to Garbo. Maybe I should change mine to Gardet. Jan Gardet. I know the guy Etienne Gardet from Rocket Beans, so it would be strange. It would be like too much stalking. Gestor GIS, are you there? What's GIS? Sopico Fan Club is saying, almost missed the banter with Gustav, son of a bitch. Hi everyone. So are you calling me son of a bitch, or are you just going for the pun? Because, you know, it's hilarious. Jester GIS, you don't seem to be with us, so I'll abort. Let's play Bot 81. Didn't I try to play Bot 81 the other day? Oof, I really am very sleepy today. It's not an act. I don't know what's happening. Someone must have put something in my coffee. What is this? Maybe it's jet lag. The Tarash Knight c6, normally they don't play. No, normally they take on d4. Maybe this is his thing. I know nothing. I'll play it. Simple. Take, queen e2, castle, horsey to the middle, pedal to the middle. Stuff like that. Now I want to checkmate you, Bot 81. Queen c7. Still want to checkmate you. Marky Mark is saying language. There are 3-year-olds watching. I'm sorry, I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read out whatever is put into the chat. I'm assuming they'll filter out all the bad stuff. My plan is queen takes h7 checkmate. I'm just gonna put it out there on the table. I think you should do something about it. Probably g6. But then I still plan to checkmate you, even though it might take a little longer. If h5, I'm not sure if I should go g4 or not. What other avenues to checkmate do I have accessible? Knight e4 looks a bit dull, but looks like a good move. Bishop e7, bishop g5. Anyway, let me try to think about g4 for a second. Okay, done. I didn't like what I saw when I thought about it. It's hard to resist. It's the first time in my life I've played g4. I got a little trigger happy. I'm guessing knight e5. I was going to play bishop e2, and then f6, knight e4. I didn't calculate further. I don't think I've ever watched a Greta Garbo film, I have to admit. This does not look like the solution to your problems, Bot 81. I still want to checkmate. I might have to alter my checkmating methods a little bit, like bishop f6, hg, stuff like that. But the cruel intentions are still very much alive. I still suffer from empty brain syndrome. It's not a funny thing. Okay, can I checkmate you somehow? Nah. Rook a1 you can take on e2 maybe, no? I don't want that. This is turning out to be more complicated than expected. I still want checkmate. Get out the way. Nothing wrong with rook g1 to start with either. I thought it's sort of hard to fight against my many threats, and I'm a bit paranoid about b6, bishop b7, and I don't have f3, so I decided to start with bishop h6. Honestly, both look pretty strong. King f7, I guess, but it's not fun to play. No, king f7, bishop h5 is also a fairly decent move. So now, bot 81, still in trouble, even after all this hard botting and plotting that he's done. This is the issue we were talking about, winning by pinning. And bot 81 does resign. Thanks for the game, Mr. Bot. Bot. Let's play against Martin Checkmate. 3-minute game. I prefer 5, even though today I should probably prefer 3, which I don't, but I should, because I've got absolutely nothing to say. So the faster we get these games over with, the better. c4, knight f6, knight c6, d4, or knight f3. Oof, I don't know. How to overcome the problem of seeing tactics and puzzles but not on the board is a question by Peta1. It's very simple to fix it. Don't do puzzles. Then you won't see tactics and puzzles anymore. I've never done puzzles. And look how sharp I am. Run, h-pawn. Checkmate Martin. See, I'm playing very aggressively. I'm sacrificing a pawn for no other reason than the faint hope that it might lead to a quicker end of the game. Because I can't bear looking at it anymore. Makes me sick. Not because of you, Martin Checkmate. It's not you, it's me. I didn't checkmate your king, but I checkmated your queen, which is a decent beginning to the checkmating operations. It's no square. I feel you, Martin Checkmate. Nope. I'm not gonna be able to do it. You can maybe go 93 and try to buy the f5 square, but at a high price it would be. Some would say too high a price. Shaba is asking, which is the worst move on average in chess? Not just first move. It's f7 to f5. Queen up situation. Not my preference. As you know, I prefer being a rook up. But I'll deal with them once they occur. Can't be too bad, can it? Uh-oh, Martin. Careful with that king. I'm being asked if I saw AlphaZero's Dutch versus Stockfish. I did. So the first thing I did was check if AlphaZero played the Dutch by his own free will. And of course he didn't. The moves were given to them from, some TCEC book. So if he's forced to play that position, he did his best and he did pretty well. But if AlphaZero, after hours of study, had come to the conclusion that F5 is the best move, I would have had to reconsider many a thing. Mainly my strong belief that F5 is not a good move. Let's play Yarin 78. Yarin, year out, he becomes older. He's 40 now, closing in on 41. Maybe he's 41 already. We don't know. We probably know. You're not 41 yet. Horsey. Ugh, this nonsense again. I don't believe in this line for black. Even though I think someone decent, maybe it was Geary, recently told me that's not that terrible. But I don't believe it. Look at this pawn. I have this pawn. You don't have this pawn. I want that pawn. Should I exchange this bishop or not? Not sure. I think I won't. I'm playing very passively. But I'm a pawn up. I thought including a3, a5 would be sort of useful, because now the b5 square is weakened, so after queen a6 I can go queen b3 and then maybe mess around a bit here. If you have doubts if I'm gonna grab the b7 pawn after 95 takes. Don't. Look, FD1, bishop g4 annoys me a bit, so I'll just try to put my pieces on squares where they can't be hassled, Hasselhoffed, for the time being. Even though, yeah, I've played this. Some would say badly. I would agree with some. Time to focus. I really struggle focusing today. But I don't want to get checkmated by Yar in 78. Something I feel quite strongly about. So I will do everything that is in my power to avoid it. And knight d5 looks like he's avoiding it for me. Now it's back to cruising. He did take his pawn back, but he has a bad structure. And I have le bishop. Rook fd1, bishop g4 still annoys me. Maybe I should spend a move to stop it, even though this is outrageously slow and stupid. That was an insane move. I lack clarity of thought. But I'm not that upset about it today, because I'm too sleepy to get very upset. Another great catchphrase for banter blitzing. Too sleepy to get too upset. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. Probably I need like the weekend to sleep 46 till 48 hours. The problem is I'm alone with my daughter on Sunday, and normally she does not like it when I sleep through the day. Even though we do have Peppa Pig. And don't you guys tell me the TV is not a great babysitter. Because it is. I'm kidding. I'm a horrible father, but in other ways. Ugh, that sounded bad. No, I shouldn't even go there. And give me some pawn. That's where I should be going. And now what? I still want pawns. H4 is another strange move. I was thinking about bishop c3. Then somehow, because of my attention span, I was thinking about bishop c3, rook g5, h4. Now I thought, nah, let's play h4 immediately. Well, it makes less sense. See, I'm getting upset now. Wow, this could end uglily. Marky Mark is asking Peppa Pig in German or English. It's a good question. I'm never sure. Normally, I think I put it on in German. But in general, my daughter doesn't care that much about the language, surprisingly. Like, she speaks German and Norwegian and very little English. Even though she's good at the Happy Birthday song. And at the Johnny Johnny, eat the sugar. No papa, are you lying? No papa, open your mouth. Ha ha ha. That stuff we're good at in German, in English. But in general, yeah, normally, if there's a choice, we'll stick to Allemand. Wow, there comes bishop g4. Back to haunt me. Where do I go? Here? It's a showy weird move. No showy weird moves today. Don't checkmate me, sir. This pawn makes me very nervous. I would like to get rid of it ASAP. Alright. I feel better now. Rook e1. Nah, I don't want that to happen either. Is it time for my first active move of the day? Nah, I can take a pawn. Let's do that first. Can I interest you in a rook ending? Like 3-4 pawns down. Take that as a no. Queen 5 looks nice, no? Centralizing your biggest piece is often a good idea. Covers lots of squares. That is a check indeed. Alright, I'm still good with rook endings. Still not good with them, huh? I think we continuously have a conflict of interest here. And it's been resolved. Thanks for the game, Yarin78. And you're out. Who else could I play? Maybe Henry. I think I've tried playing Henry 0813 in the past, and he wasn't there. Maybe it's one of those guys that comes, challenges, leaves, and never is seen again. I remember if you leave me hanging here again, Henry. No Henry around. Let's play Shabba. D4. This is not a bad system. E5, D5, and then G4, and I never know what happens. Let's see. Pawn is under attack. F3, can you do that? Probably you can do that. But it feels a little loose somehow. And G5, knight H7, and F6 coming. Not sure if this is correct, but it looks interesting. GH certainly looks wrong because I get control of all these squares. Not sure what to do with that much control. Still sort of tempting to try to stop him from castling queenside. But I guess that's going to be hard to do. Yep, not going to be able to do it. F6 is a weird square. Maybe I should have gone to E7. Or not have given the check at all. But who knows? Let's put the horse again. Don't checkmate me, Shaba. We've talked about this. No checkmating on Banter Blitz. Late Finn is informing us that Finland had Independence Day yesterday. 101 years. Wow. Congratulations, I guess. How do I take this guy? GH? Why not? Looks a bit risky. Knight H looks a little more controlled. GH, Bishop H4 maybe. Speaking of Finland, not sure if you guys heard, but my friend Kai Turila is organizing from Finland, but based in Bangkok. He's organizing the next Bangkok Open in April in a lovely hotel in Bangkok. So I think it's about time to start plugging the Bangkok Open around here. It's only what, like 5 months? 4 months? I can't count. Anyway, play the Bangkok Open. Why wouldn't you? Bishop h3. Java might just checkmate me. I'm not playing very well, surprisingly. My king wasn't very happy with my gh5 decision. Also very surprisingly. So it's time to switch to bitter, grim defense. Really just getting checkmated. Don't do this to me, Shaba. Already, ideas like knight f4, knight f4, queen f4, and rook h5 were popping up. Knight g5 thing, I think he rushed a little bit. Should have weighed his other options like knight takes f4 look very good, and then knight e2 to undermine my scattered defenses. Well, now I'm sort of back in business. I think rook g8, I'll probably have time to coordinate. Shaba is wishing he could take his last move back. Because yeah, knight f4, knight e2. My king might not make it out there alive. Well, now he probably will. Playing for cheapos here, like knight h3, knight takes h3, and queen g5, knight g5, and queen d3, queen g1. So, sorry Shaba, you fell into my deep trap. Thanks for the game though. Looks like we have time for like 2 more games. So let's play some noobs. And by noobs, I mean people that I've never played before. Like Julian. Julian? No, I think it's German. Julian Preuss. Sounds very German. Julian, are you with us? Late Finn keeps us up to date on all things Finland, saying GM Tommy Nybeck is the best Finnish player at the moment. Hard to argue with that. Bishop e6. Not quite sure how to punish that. It's a setup you sometimes see and it's normally considered to be bad, but I'm never sure why. You're always tempted to go for f4, f5, trapping that bishop, but I don't think that really works. So I'll just, norm core it, maybe go for f3, e4. Maybe for knight f4 at some point. But overall, it doesn't look like such a bad setup for black. Late Finn says, like I said before, I put my low rating solely on lack of chess culture tradition in Finland. I see. But judging by your name and that every single thing you say involves Finland, it does still seem like you're a fan of your country and that it's a big part of your identity, no, Late Finn? So it can't all be bad. Philomato is saying normcore. That's deep radio young. Okay. It's not a word I'm supposed to know or use. Who knows? c5 looks interesting here. End of thought. I think you should go c5 probably. Bishop b4 looks slow. In general, if I get my pawns rolling in these types of positions, things can very often become very ugly, very fast for black. Here he's not in time to set up sort of a blockade with f5 because I can just take it. So this is bad news. And now this pawn avalanche will at least claim peace. And not only will I win a piece for the 2 pawns, but there will also be a lot of light square weaknesses in the aftermath. So this is bad news for black. Let me try to put my pieces on somewhat sensible squares for once. Bishop here, is that a good square? Doesn't look too bad. Thanks for the game, Mr. Julian. Let's play against Magnus C. 1460, so I'm afraid it's not the real deal. But it's the closest we're gonna come to a rapid tiebreak versus Magnus C today. Last game too. Philomato is asking, what do you think is the chess player with the best fashion sense? I don't know. Who are the candidates? Geary normally well dressed? No. Carlsen well dressed, even though, yeah, often it's his sponsor's clothes. But this grey suit he had for the World Championship looked excellent, I thought. Who else is there? Are we talking top players? Let's go through the list. We have Carlson, we have Caruana. He's always very correctly dressed, but I'm not sure he puts that much emphasis on his style. But yeah, solid dresser. Ding is wearing crutches recently, so it's hard to keep up. Is it called crutches? Yeah, I think so. Hard to keep up his style like that. Mamedyarov, solid dresser, but not too snappy. Who else is in the top 10? Geary. Yeah, Geary is a candidate. Maxime. No, sometimes I like the cool Maxime we had like a year ago where he had this new beard and haircut and some funky new suit. But in general, still work to be done for Maxime as well. Let me bring up the top 10. I don't know the top 10. Kramnik. Yeah, another solid dresser who probably doesn't care that much, but is always very well dressed. Same can be said about Vichy. Grishuk is too punk rock to, conform to conventional clothing. Aronian, he certainly cares about his looks, or about his style, let's say. I don't know, about his looks. Sometimes it's pushing the envelope too much for me. Some of these shirts should just, be forbidden because they're, a health danger. But he certainly has style. Wesley So, also very solidly dressed. I think gets some input on his style. He talked about it at some point, how, I'm not sure, his family helps him with clothing maybe. Yu Yang Yi, I'm not very familiar with Yu Yang Yi's style. Nepomniachtchi, known for sometimes very loud t-shirts. Rajabov, very solid dresser. Kayakin, very solid dresser. Hikaru, very solid dresser. Topalov, I don't know. I guess it's between Geary and Magnus from the list I've seen here. Then yeah, Aronian, if you want to give points for, having your own style. Which certainly. Me, I'm just trying to fit in, so not giving points, but gotta respect it. So what's going on here? C5, knight g6, cd6, knight f4, de7, knight e2, king h1, knight c3. I take that. Okay, good. That's what I was talking about, knight f4, de, and I hit the rook. So now I have severely damaged his structure and hopefully his confidence. I can just remove my bishop and then start targeting that dude. Here? Maybe here first. Not winning, but sort of a dream position for white. From this position, you have the two bishops. Black has weaknesses on d5, sort of on the queen side as well. Well, white can just, build up his position, decide if he wants to play on the king side or on the center or on the queen side. Just pleasant. Queen b4, good move, might undermine everything that I just said. That'd be very unpleasant. Now I either have to calculate or agree that my advantage is not as great as I just stated a minute ago. Just a good move, queen b4. Kudos to Porom C. Yeah, sad. Missed that one. Not that much better. Very sad. Rook c3, ridiculous move. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. I say that every show, so I think my level of madness is reasonably stable. but that was a horrible, horrible sequence of moves. That really threw away 90% of my hard-earned advantage. Or hardly earned. Okay, I should focus and try to grind out a win from here. But it won't be easy. Go away. You're scaring me. F3 or H3? Maybe F. FG or HG? Of course, HG is normal capturing towards the center. I think this thought should end there. I want to have the e4 square covered by a pawn, so I should go FG in case he captures. All right, go away. We keep having this discussion. Do I grab more space? Does F4 bother me? Could bother me, I'm not sure. That's also risky. I'll take it out of the equation just in case. I'll go bishop b5 soon to annoy over here. But first I want to stabilize the king side. If knight d6 I should maybe take. Not sure. Bishop d7, interesting. Bishop b5, rook c7. Doesn't seem to win me the game just yet. So, king f4, knight d8. I don't know what to do. Put this guy here maybe. There he comes. I could take it slightly better, but it feels a bit. Silly. Great game by Porom C, by the way, no matter what happens from here. He's played very well from an unpleasant position. Keeps posing problems. I'd say it looks a bit passive. Maybe it's time to convert my advantage. That's what I've been told by somebody. That if you have, I think it's fairly often quoted, one advantage of the two bishops is you can always exchange one of them and convert your advantage to a position with bishop versus knight, where sometimes you'll get lucky and your bishop will dominate the knight, like here. Nice job that bishop is doing. How do we wrap this up? King f6 looks pretty good. King d5 also looks pretty good. If in doubt, grab pawns. I wasn't really in doubt, but I like grabbing pawns. Give me that square, just in case. Run. Thanks for the game, Porom C. What's happening in the European Blitz thingy. Are they still playing? Let me check. How's my boy Jordan Van Foreys doing? He won 2-0 against Mamedov, which was very impressive. Then lost 1.5 to Navarra, but still up there. I know he's playing Esipenko. Let's watch some Jordan game before we go. That's how Banter Blitz should be. We should watch Jordan Van Foreys game and talk about it. Maybe I can do better than this. Maybe not, you never know. What was his opening? The London system? The London system is not banned. Esipenko, of course, young rising star from Russia. Jordan Van Foreys, young, not that rising, star from the Netherlands. Very, very strong in Blitz. Was having a good tournament here. C3, E6, Knight BD2. I think I'm recommending something like CD, ED, Knight H5 in my video series. Bishop D6 is also a move that Jordan once played with white. Bishop D6, Bishop G3 against Rasmus Svanne. But he plays Bishop E7, which recently has also become trendy. The point being that you wait for H3 and now you go Bishop D6, when this bishop can no longer go to G3. The drawback is you sort of gave white a tempo in these structures on H3, where H3 is very useful. But generally, black seems to equalize. Reasonably comfortable in all these things. And I would assume the same has happened here, even though Knight E5 followed by F4. Looks like a bit of progress for Esipenko, at least. You can see the makings of some light square dominance or some attack on the king side, maybe. Knight D7 he takes. I was wondering if he could maybe just go back. Takes, bishop takes, and the position once again looks fairly equal. C4, trying to clarify the situation here. Maybe putting the other pawn on B3. And rook E8, queen F2, H6. H6, strange move. Asking for white to do something. And white does something with E4. Jordan is trying to simplify by going queen to B6. Still equal. Ugh, I chose a boring game to commentate Jordan Van Foreys Blitz exploits. Who's leading the tournament? Can we see that here? Artemiev crushing it. 17 out of 20. Chepa recently became a father. Congratulations. 16.5 out of 20. Demidov, who I have to admit I've never heard of. Apologies to Demidov. 15 out of 20, crushing it. Then we have the known Azeri Blitz specialists, Mamedov and Gusainov on 15 and 14.5. Jordan also on 14.5. What happened to Navarra? He lost so many matches? Ah, there he is, 14.5. Esipenko, Saric. So a strong tournament, but not a lot of superstars traveled to Skopje for the European Blitz Championship. I don't know why. I didn't check the prize fund or anything really. Who's eligible to play? But let's see how Mr. Van Foreys does. Ugh, he has to suffer now. Better pawn structure for white. Rook D2, Rook E D8. He's playing sort of passively. Great tactician, Jordan. But not that many tricks left in this position. And now maybe he's in cold positional hands. Rook C7, A7 under attack. Rook F4, Rook A7. Looks like a race that black would probably lose against the two pass pawns. A5, Rook C5. Intending to meet A4 with Rook takes D5. So what can you do? Maybe there's some tactics to hold the pawn. Rook A8, Rook D5, Bishop E6. But it looks on the verge of disaster. On the eve of disaster? Chess8924 is saying, Jan, you're not interested in playing European Blitz Championship. My presence in the studio and absence in Skopje should indicate that, even though, as usual, I was sort of late to the party and I just got back into Europe, so it wasn't really on my schedule. In general, I miss playing Blitz tournaments. I used to be good. I don't think I'm good anymore. It's not understatement, it's just factful. But I sort of miss it. It was fun. Even though Blitz, if you're not playing well, can get very frustrating very soon. Yes, we all know. So, I don't know. Maybe next year. Maybe I'll train for it a bit before I hit my 50s. Play one of those, or at least the German Blitz Championship. Jan played rook a8, great move, intending to meet rook d5 with bishop e6 when this pawn would drop and the position remains equal. So he's hanging in there. There's no man mod in the chat? We should have some man mods. Can someone wake up CP Coutard? Michailo Granik is saying, what about World Rapid and Blitz? I think you qualify by rating. Yay. Yeah, not happening. Like, in general, I don't feel ready to play. In such events, I would really need to put in some training, and I haven't played serious Blitz games, except for Banter Blitz, in like ages. But that's going to be a very strong event. I think I'll be on my Christmas vacation somewhere in the Norwegian forests, probably be watching it on Norwegian TV. But very much looking forward to it. Fuxia is saying, I do moderate men though. Are you saying you imitate moderate men, like understated men that have decent, balanced political views? Or you tell men to shut it? Shut it is wrong. So, keep it down. Kafeli Baba saying, sorry Jan, but unfortunately I just got a job call and did not hear the game. I don't think. I challenged you this time, Kafeli Baba. I could be wrong. I forget quickly. Mr. Dodgy is saying, Jan isn't ready to play, but Lawrence is. That's the impressive thing about Lawrence. Like, he can fall down 1,000 times. He can literally fall to 2-3-85 and still keep his belief in himself. I wish I had that. Not the 2-3-85, the belief. Come on, Jordan, do something. Now this board doesn't update automatically. Okay, that could be the issue. Why wouldn't it? He took a pawn, but the pawn is dropping. So still equal, I guess. Rook b8. These Dutch guys, they're surprisingly good at rook endings. I'm not sure. It's a difference between Dutch and German chess school, I think, that they pay some attention to rook endings. However, I'm not sure it's showing in this game. This a-pawn is sort of fast, and this might well be lost if the king comes to help. I don't know. Could still be a draw. Because, always some counterplay. But he's certainly pushing it. King c6, then you can build a bridge with rook c5, rook b5, rook somewhere. And this computer bar seems to think this has not gone well. For Jordan, king b6, and the a-pawn just runs up the board. You gotta try to make something happen here, but rook b3, once again, good technique. Cutting off the king from advancing further. Now there's always g3 check if you need it after g4. g3 check will throw a bit of a spanner in the works. And yeah, I think it's just lost. Wow, computer bar seems to be thinking there's still hope. Not sure what went wrong here. Probably both players extremely low on time on the last seconds. And now this just looks like a draw because the f-pawn will be as valuable as the a-pawn. You can just take. Yeah. This will be draw a grid within seconds. So, I'm not sure if good defense, but an escape there for our Dutch hero, Jordan Van Foreest. I'll go back to my Team NL chat. It's a thing I literally have. And compliment him on his great rook ending technique. Thank you guys for watching this Banter Blitz. Apologies for my sleepiness. I'm not sure where that came from. I'll try to, take less horse tranquilizers before the next Banter Blitz. I hope you all have a very happy, relaxing weekend. Get into the Christmassy mood. Enjoy the rest of the Euro Blitz. And see you next time.